I mean, your neighbours go a bit cocky around you if you're living in a flat and everything. They just expect people who look like this to be into, you know, shagging dogs and things. I don't know, we'd probably bleep that. And, you know, dancing around fires at midnight naked. And they've driven us mad, Madonna's video and everything. We'd like to redo Madonna's video with a gun. that's on every day. But we don't really have any favourites now.
I was asked to ask about how you think of Michael Jackson.
Dance, it turned into a party, really.
And you'll be up there swinging those crystals with the rest of them?
Swinging these crystals. I'll be up there swinging something with those crystals out there.
He's got abs, you've got pecs.
Yeah, I've got abs too. I've got all kinds of surprises going on underneath the suit.
I mean, on one hand, you do dance music and you're expected to be a very giveaway. Expected to be a very flamboyant pop personality, which is really not what I am.
Ah, now the B-52s. Now, what about them? What's so magical about them?
The wigs.
The wigs!
My favourite Chaka Khan song, anyway. And cliches, I think she's really talented, man. And I also think, you know, her body's great as well as her hairstyle.
What do you mean her body's great?
Oh, have you seen it?
Really?
You're from Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
And we have a lot of Beatles fans in Japan. Yeah. And well, all of us would like to know what you think of the Beatles.
I don't think about them.
Pete, didn't you say in any paper that Boy George took your style? Boy George. He took your style. He copied your style.
He took my bathroom scales and broke them.
And he stood on them. What about that?
Does that word mean nothing to you? Entering an area illegally, not necessarily what you're thinking.
If you're in an ice rink with your girlfriend when it's closed, what are you going to be doing?
Skating along!
Balls.
Alright, let's have a vote then, whether you're right or not.
I don't care, in my mind, I'm right. It's very, very difficult to get them to go and see somebody's show, because I've seen most shows, and also done most shows on a stage and in taxis. But also, as well, I mean, I like the father figure video that you're going to play, because it was quite new not to see the artist constantly in the video. It was very atmospheric and just a nice thing to look at. It sort of had the same vibe about it as early Roxy music, a very atmospheric thing. I really liked it, and it was a pleasure not to have to look at George Michael for 4 more minutes.
How do you make it fresh?
It's impossible, you go through the motions. I mean, you know, it must be the same for an artist like Prince with Purple Rain. It must be exactly the same for Madonna with Like a Virgin. She must have a very good memory if she can remember being a virgin.
You're bringing out You Spin Me Round again, but this isn't, you're not re-releasing it, you've done it again.
Yeah, we re-recorded it, so it's a reproduction, just like I am. And I just got really bored, and when I'm bored with things, I alter them.
And it's no attempt on your part. It's not about masculine, feminine. You're not trying to become a woman in any way.
I think if I was going to try and become a woman, I know enough about women to be a darn sight better woman than this. I could be a very good woman because I know all the trickery and everything that they do to build that image. I have no intention to be it. In fact, I've got an absolutely ginormous knob.
Could you tell me what's going to be new record in Japan?
Save You All My Kisses is going to be the new single in Japan.
I'm sorry, say that
It's
again?
called I'll Save You All My Kisses.
All My Kisses?
Yeah.
Save You All My Kisses というタイトルで日本に出るということなんですけども。
結構問い合わせあるんですよ。ぜひその辺聞いてみてください。はい。
はい、わかりました。This is a question from Japan. They are wondering when are you going to be Japan?
We're actually, we're going to play some shows in Japan in the beginning of October.
Great! ですね、10月の初めに日本に行くそうです。コンサートで行くそうですよ。
あ、そうですか。
Nice to have you
I
on our
usually
show.
sit on his face.
Now, lots of the viewers and the audience say, no, you're from Big Brother. What made you do that?
Money.
Was that? Now, later on in the show, we're going to play a plastic surgery game. Now,
Do I get to have some?
well, hopefully we both can. I have them in 3 weeks anyway.
What are you getting done?
Tits.
Another pair.
Smaller, more
Another pair.
And I remember they got the priest in to do the last rites as well. And I thought, what's that old creep doing? He's going to fiddle with me. I woke up covered in blood. There was so much blood, it was unbelievable, with tubes on my nose. The lovely sister came in and I said, I'm in pain, because it was very painful. She said, you suck it in, you blow it out. I thought, oh, how kind, sister motherfucker.
I couldn't get Liverpool musicians to work with me because even down to the days the Mystery Girls, Julian Cope would say, oh, I know, I've got a really good idea. You stand at the back with a blanket over your head and, you know...
Julian Cope, thank you very much for coming in. Also, this is Julian Cope, China.
I thought you thought I was Julian
No, I was just trying to get to the video.
They just couldn't stand the fact I was so fucking glamorous. When I finished making the album and we'd done our thing around Europe and we were #1 in England, I left my flat one day to get a cab on a place called Princess Avenue. I lived off Princess Avenue. And, of course, I felt like Mr. Silly pop star, you know, dark glasses and headscarf and stuff like that. And all these schoolgirls came running towards me because they'd recognise me. And then they started screaming, get out of the city, you filthy queer, you filthy puff, and throwing things and kicking the cab and stuff like that.
Schoolgirls?
Yeah, schoolgirls. I expected to be, like, adored by them because I was a pop star. But it was these schoolgirls, and they were big fuckers, you know. They were really like farm women.
I know something's really bugging you at the moment, and that is the fact that the tabloids have all been comparing you unfavourably to people like Boy George and Marilyn. How is that really annoying you?
Pass the sick bag. I don't think it really annoys me. I think that now that I'm getting more exposure and everything, you can see there isn't actually that much comparison to me. Now I'm at least 8 stone thinner than receding Georgie boy.
Oh, you awful person.
I think females pillage male imagery. I think Natalie Imbruglia looks like a man.
Do you like your new single?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah? You happy with this one?
Yeah.
Do you like it? Do you play it enough? That's what we want to know.
When have you, excuse me, when have you seen a lady with a face like this? Are you telling me they're man hands?
Huh? No, they're not. Oh! Oh!
And you?
Oh! Oh! They're definitely man hands! They're man hands!
は12月13日に発売されますファンザフレイムに収められてフレイムに
That's all. I hate cleaning. We have a cleaner.
So you're not happy with a bottle of bleach and a...
Only if it's for my hair.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I miss it for its sense of humour. Yeah, because I still have a very Liverpudlian sense of humour, which a lot of people find quite offensive because it's a very warped humour. So now I've learned to quieten down my humour.
All right, good man.
I thought it was quite funny. Now it's bringing in money. It's not so funny, but I thought that was really funny. So it's a bit.
Excuse me, I need a straw for that for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons, I drool if I...